Hello, welcome to Lee on the Lectionary. Today we're looking at the lectionary readings for the 5th Sunday of Lent in Year B. And those readings are Jeremiah 31, verses 31 to 34, Hebrews 5, verse 5 to 10, and John 12, verses 20 to 33. Our focus this week is on the depth of eternal salvation, which Christ, our great high priest, gloriously achieved on the cross for us. Jeremiah prophesied a new covenant between God and his people. The Sinai covenant was smashed to pieces by the disobedience of the people, their spiritual adultery even, against God, their husband. The Babylonian exile, which the prophet speaks about throughout the book, is a clear sign that the covenant curses have fallen upon Israel. Even within the Mosaic law, however, there are signs that God knew this would happen and had planned a way for Israel to be restored and saved. The other prophets also spoke of a new and eternal covenant by which God would transform and redeem his people, and Jeremiah outlines some of the benefits of that fresh compact. He would write the law on their hearts, not just on tablets of stone. He would expand the knowledge of God so that even the very least in the new kingdom would truly know the Lord. And most importantly, he would forgive and forget their sin, wiping it out. Yet this was no easy task for God. It involved the appointment of a new high priest, in the order not of Aaron, but of Melchizedek. And for the new arrangement to stick, the new high priest would need to stick around. If sins are to be forgotten forever, then the priest must also similarly endure in glory. To prepare and equip such a great high priest, there would be suffering, tears, and death as he stood in the place of his condemned and sinful people. And having been made perfect, says Hebrews, he became the source of eternal salvation for all who obey him. Now, looking to Jesus and following him, we have eternal and complete salvation in our eternal and complete high priest, whose own blood sealed the new covenant for his people. As Hebrews makes clear elsewhere, for example in chapter 7, verse 24, in the words of Athanasius, Christ has a priesthood that does not go by succession to others. We have and need only one such Melchizedekian priest, because he lives forever, incorruptible and unchanging, utterly sufficient for all our needs. We glimpse some of his suffering on this earth in the Gospel reading from John chapter 12. Jesus knew, once the Greeks started to ask for him, that his hour was almost upon him, the time for him to die, in order to be glorified and draw all people to himself. The depth of his sorrow becomes more and more evident, yet he says here, with a troubled soul, "What should I say? Save me?" No. He knew what he had to undergo for the glory of the Father. He would be lifted up for us and for our salvation, to usher in a new world. As George Herbert puts it in his poem The Sacrifice, "Lo, here I hang, charged with a world of sin, the greater world o'er the two, for that came in by words, but this by sorrow I must win. Was ever grief like mine?" Such sorrow as if sinful man could feel, or feel his part, he would not cease to kneel, till all were melted, though he were all steel. Was ever grief like mine? By his suffering, by his blood of the new covenant, what Jeremiah prophesied changes from promise to eternally secure reality in Christ.